the way these housemates do during their Saturday night parties is almost like I'm for everybody and I'm for nobody. They drop all their shipping stuff outside and they go inside there, they dance with anybody, everybody. It's like everybody's just vibing together during their Saturday night parties. It's kind of cool, sha. It's not the one that maybe they just go in there and you do couple dance. So let me just talk about their outfits for tonight. It's something that everybody talked about tonight. It's worth talking about because they were supposed to represent superheroes, but it was nothing like superhero. In fact, they did not look like superheroes at all. LlCKED's was just the absolute worst. The housemate told him that he looks like hot dog. And they were not lying because he literally looked like hot dog. V told him that it looks like all those small poop that refuses to flush in the toilet. That V has bad mouth too. She just told him that that's how he looks. Like, they were not wrong at all because his outfit, I don't know who did him this kind of thing. Like, of all people, LlCKED is already like looking very, very slim. That he now made him look like, I don't even know. He trended this night. His outfits, everything about him trended this night. And I'm sure it's going to be a meme for a very, very long time. The other housemates looked okay. They were just there. At first, the outfit was looking like it was not going to be nice at all. But when they put it on, it was not like so bad. Dorothy looked very, very nice. Even Nengi looked nice. Most times they usually give her nice clothes. Then her body now complements it. Watoni also looked really nice today. Like the outfit just fit her shape and stuff. So these people, they were just okay. The rest were just like very okay. The guys were okay with all their extracurriculum activity that was going on their body. Like, they should not do this kind of team next time, please, when you don't want superheroes that are not looking like superheroes. So let's now talk about the party proper. But before we get into it, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your favorite apropos girl, Anita. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a video. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. So for the party, we had DJ switching it up on the dance floor. I enjoyed the party like so well. Not like over the top, but it was just really cool to me. Some people did not like it. I saw some people saying that, oh, it was not so nice and stuff, but I personally enjoyed it, especially towards the end. DJ Switch really did a good job. Then CDQ came. He was the artist that came. When he came, I think that was the only time that I didn't feel so much vibe. He just came, you know, they just followed him, vibe and stuff. Then as for the dance and everything that occurred on the dance floor, today Nengi danced with Ozo comfortably. This is the first time this is happening, where she's like really dancing with him and she's not running away after like 1 second of him coming to meet her. She really danced with him tonight. I was like, hey, this is like some serious stuff. Then LlCKED now, you know, LlCKED is everywhere, and every girl is like comfortable dancing with him. So whenever he comes, they just like dance and vibe very well with him. He's the one that's enjoyed the most on the dance floor, to be honest. Then Brighto, there's this kind of joy that he usually has on Saturday nights. He's just always very happy, dancing, vibing. Him and LlCKED is always like shaking that his dada, and I'm like, how is it that you don't get headache every Saturday night after the party? Because LlCKED is always like, his energy is like 101 or 110, whatever it is, but he always has so much energy. Brighto and Erica, they danced a lot this night. Even like everybody was just dancing with everybody. Watoni, yes, Watoni legit danced today. For the first time since BBNAIJA started, Watoni shook her body very well. And I feel like it's a sign that this is her last Saturday night party in the house. Then KIDDWAYA and NENGI's dance. That dance was hot. Hey, I just watched them like, what is going on here? Like, what is really happening here? You know, I said that she and also they danced very well tonight, but the one she danced with Kid just came and was like trying to like dance. The next thing, he even did all this choking stuff that I used to do with Erica, and they were just dancing, vibing. Like, it was very like intimate and very romantic kind of dance. Let me just say intimate. It was a very intimate kind of dance, and I'm like, hey, this is serious. Even Ibuka posted online, he said, what did he even call them? Nengi, Rika, Binari. He said NENGI, he called them NENGI. He posted it on Twitter with that particular video. And I'm like, there's going to be table shaking this Saturday, this Sunday night. On a vision night, there's going to be table shaking. I can't wait for Ibuka to shake that table. I hope he does. It's not the one that you finish posting NENGI online and you will not come and shake the table. But I hope it does shake that table and ask questions like, what is up with you guys? Because it's looking like things are actually really up with those two. Then as for the party, I don't really think there's any other major thing that happened. It was now after the party that the main shalaye of the night happened. You know that after Saturday night party, it's almost like it's shalaye time. That's when everybody decides to start talking things. It's this time around it started with Erica. She called KIDD aside and was warning him that he should not try what he did at the party today, that he should not try that thing again. I'm like, hey, what has happened again? Like, you guys literally just settled and then we are back to this.
We'll try it again. We'll try it again.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious.
It didn't work.
At this time, we didn't even know what was happening. Before she now mentioned that he went to lick drink off of somebody's boobs at the party. I'm like, who is the person? They now mentioned that it was Dorothy that he did that to. So he was not like, how is this a problem? Like, more like he was trying to say that more like it's not that deep, and if she sees it that way, then it's unfortunate, blah, blah, blah. They were they were still talking. KIDD now took us to the head of house lounge where they were settling another issue. That one was NENGI and Ozo. Ozo was not happy. It was obvious that he was not happy. He was just sitting down there. Then NENGI was not trying to ask him what's up, what happened. Is he about seeing her in the bathroom with KIDD, being in the toilet? Then Ozo was now saying that he came in there and then, you know, her zip was down. So like, what was that about? She now said that,
yeah, I will zip down because I cannot zip this zip by myself. I don't know, it's so long. So I asked him to help me zip it.
He wasn't believing it at all. He wasn't buying the story. He was just there. It was obvious that he wasn't buying the story. He was just there. She was not saying that as a matter of fact that KIDDWAYA is like a brother to her, just like you also is like a brother to me, like the brother zone. We are going back to square zero, not even square one. Like, just like you also is like a brother to me. She was sounding like she was high, I don't know. So when they went out, like not how many minutes later, she was with KIDDWAYA.
But yeah, I took your perfumes and stuff. I felt like you distanced yourself. And I'm like, I was just playing with you. I wasn't serious about it.
You can obsess me,
Oh no.
So she was not telling KIDDWAYA that she wants to talk to him about something, that he has been distancing himself from her since, that, you know, that she thought they're meant to be friends, but the way he has been doing. So he was not like, is it because of like the perfume? She now brought up the issue of perfume situation that happened one time ago. So KIDDWAYA was like, do you think I'll be angry with you about perfume? You taking my perfume and stuff? She was not like, but like it's somehow now we're supposed to be friends, but she feels like he has been away from her and stuff. At this point, this was a discussion that I just looked at her and I said, what is bringing up this discussion? For me, I felt like the reason she brought up that discussion with him is because she was just trying to like pass a message to we that are watching, the viewers, to now say that, oh, I and KIDD have not been close for a while, so nobody should think anyhow, because I don't see what brought about the conversation this night. And again, if we even go back to analyze the bathroom scenario, the toilet scenario, like what is he doing there trying to zip up your dress and stuff? Like, it doesn't make, the explanation doesn't make so much sense, because like, how did you people get there in the first place where they are doing zipping up? So first of all, it did not make sense to me. It did not make sense to Ozo that was listening to it, because he later went to Neo to talk to him about it, that one thing that he values the most, that he always says that one thing that he values the most is trust. That once he feels like he can't trust you, then, you know, it's not going to be like really cool and stuff. That there's nobody that will go into that kind of situation and see it like that and will not think anyhow. That immediately, because it was he also and Neo that saw them in that situation, that went into the toilet when they were there. So he was now saying that when they went in, she now left. They now left almost immediately. So it just made everything seem a bit suspicious, and he was like, he wasn't buying the story basically.
The thing is, if I can't trust somebody, it's a big problem.
So it's not talking that that he's not going to allow anybody use his head in this house. That's one thing that he knows he's not going to do. That he won't allow anybody mess with his head and stuff. Me, I'm not like. So all these things that they've been doing with you like this is not messing with your head. As in, like, they finished messing with your head. They've turned it, scattered it, shattered it. I don't know what is left that you don't say they should not make. They finished, from the way I'm seeing it, that they finished messing with your head. He was talking. You know how it is now. When he's talking to Neo, he's from hard guy, like, okay, nobody's going to mess with my head. I know what I'm doing. I won't let that happen and stuff. Later, he's now going to be begging NENGI inside the room. He should have gotten the message by now. I don't think NENGI is feeling him as much. Sometimes she acts like she is, but I don't think, maybe she's not attracted to him in that way. She's just attracted to him just as a friend, like she has been saying. It's people that want to see more, that we are just shipping. All of us, we just a ship, like, okay, these people, they look cool and stuff, let's just ship. But if you're going by what she has been saying, she's not attracted to him like that. They now took us back to KIDDWAYA and Erica. See, KIDDWAYA and Erica sometimes at the week, although her complaints were valid tonight, they were very valid to me, they were valid tonight. Like KIDDWAYA is like he's going back to like his old and flirty ways. When he was having this conversation with Nengi in the kitchen, he was just like, there's the way he was. She was resting on the counter and stuff. He was just there, the position was somehow. Even Ozo was there looking at them. I was laughing at him, Sha. He was just there looking at them. Although I felt, let me not say I was laughing at him, but everything was just looking very funny. So when they now finished all they were discussing there, Erica now talked to him about it, that she should not disrespect her, blah 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 blah. So to me, it doesn't make sense. To me, it seems disrespectful if you like they are romantically involved, even though a lot of people say, oh, are they dating or they are not dating and stuff, but to me they are romantically involved. They know what they have with each other, they know what they will do that's going to be disrespectful to the other person. The housemates know the position that they are in that house, so that kind of thing is going to be disrespectful. For me, kids shouldn't have like somebody's coming to meet you to tell you about something, so you should take it. But the way Kid responded this night, and he was pissed off at the whole thing.
And your issue is, you don't understand me, and that's fine. I don't expect you to, and it will never work, and will never be a thing, because you don't fucking understand.
Of all times to be pissed off is this night where she had a valid point. If Kid was pissed off yesterday, I wouldn't even have an issue with it, because yesterday she was just shalaye, she was just saying things and I didn't know where it was coming from. But this night where she had a point is now when he decided to now lash out. It's like, oh, we're having this discussion again. We just had it yesterday. We got over it yesterday and we're back to square one again. What is happening? That he doesn't give a fuck, he doesn't care. Kid was just talking. Erica was just weak and sad. She was not talking about the fact that he was with Nengi in a very, very weird position, and then she now talked about the fact that, okay, why will you pour drink on somebody's boobs and take the drink off of the person's boobs? That doesn't make sense. That's talking about Dorothy. So she was just, those were her two major points. They now vexed, they now broke up again. Like, these people, we can't even pay attention to them, because now they are breaking up, next 2 seconds they are back together. So they just did their breakup. If you want to watch the full thing, because they said so much, they said a lot of things, and as usual they always say those things and I can't be repeating it all the time. So if you want to watch it, you can check on Instagram, Panky Besto, Tinky Man, BBNAIJA Lockdown. There's so many pages, Sha. Then later on now, the national said, okay, so this is how you are, this is what it is. She now said it's fine. She now left. Okay, she went inside and was crying. She went in, she was crying. She now went to explain to Tolani Badge what the situation is. Tolani Badge now told her that she needs to give him some space, blah 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 blah. She was not agreeing. If only Tolani Badge knew, she would not give her advice. Get some kind of people that know their advice. Like, just leave them, they'll get out of it. Somebody like Erica, don't advise, just leave her. When she finish, they'll go back. Your advice will not be a waste. So KIDDWAYA and Housemate went to meet her. They were now talking. They now went back and started talking about the issue again. KIDDWAYA was now explaining to her that she needs to understand the kind of person that he is, that he cares about her, they care about each other, blah blah blah. They said so much. Dorothy was there too this time around when they were outside settling. So Erica was now asking Dorothy that if she's the one, that how is she going to feel? That, like, she's just be honest, if somebody that she's with, the way Erica is with KIDDWAYA, that is it not somehow for him to go and be licking drink off of somebody else's boobs? Dorothy now said, yeah, that if she's one, that she's going to feel somehow. But that's why she even called Erica's attention to it. So apparently, I think it's Dorothy that called Erica's attention to what happened. So because KIDDWAYA was telling Erica that she's over exaggerating, she's always blowing everything out of proportion, blah 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 blah, which I think is true. But for this night, you know, the thing is that when you're addressing issues, you now be bringing back the whole thing. But for this night, I didn't feel like she overreacted. Okay, I didn't feel like her points were valid, but her approach was wrong. Like, the way she used to come, like, don't try that again. Like, you don't tell somebody stuff like that, especially if you know this is how the person is. Like, there's a way to address it. Like, I really don't like that. This. Call him and talk to him like an adult that he is. You guys talk like adults. That's why I say don't try that. Like what I need that one for? That's the one I feel like her manner of approach is not right, but her points were valid. They shall talk. KIDDWAYA told her that she's very controlling and he doesn't like it, that it doesn't work that way, that she's very controlling, which is what I'm saying now. A manner of approach comes across like you're trying to control, like trying to be all like bossy and stuff. So he told her that, and I hope she listens, Sha. After everything, like after the whole breakup, back and forth, this these people are now back together. Before money reaches, these people they'll call it nights. Before money reaches, they okay. Well, Sha, let's just, this is just like all the shalaye that happened this night. This is the point where I sign out. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I've talked about. Ozone and KIDD, like they are the topic of discussion for this week. So I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.